Dragon Fist.
Can I have your attention, please?
What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dave, the People's Barber. I'm back with a quick blog. Been off for 2 weeks, working. And did I mention I was doing a lot of work? Yeah, because I was working. So today I want to get into what I feel is something that's very important to the barber game, even if you're a beginner or a veteran, is motivation. You have to stay motivated because cutting hair can become redundant and you could lose your luster for wanting to do it. So what I would say is find something that's within the barber industry, or the barber game as we call it, that keeps you interested. Like me, being able to teach what I know is what keeps me motivated. Being able to share my little 14 years of experience with up-and-coming barbers that's been in the game, even clients sometimes, because I got clients that are photographers and we share photography information and new gear that's coming out, different things of that nature. And that keeps it motivates me to come back, because I never know what they're gonna come back with in terms of information. They never know what information I may hold that they need to have or whatever. So it's a give and take type of thing. But if you're not motivated, it'll start showing up in your work, and you'll just become, boring and dry. And that's when attitudes start kicking in with your clients, and you just, rushing them through and pushing them out the door. And that's not what this is about. So I would definitely suggest that you find something within the barbering field that will keep you motivated. Like me personally, I just learned about microblading eyebrows. That's a service that you could charge up to $700 a session. And that's definitely part of the barbering industry, because you learn how to do eyebrows in school. For all of you cats that decided to learn nothing in barber school, they taught you how to arch eyebrows. Learning how to microblade, or what's called Ombre style with like a tattoo gun. You get properly trained and licensed in that, and you put that as part of your barbering, part of your barbering skill set, you become more relevant and you increase your value. Because I may look into it, and the way I got it planned out in my head is, if I start at 6 a.m. with doing the eyebrows, and then maybe cut it off at around 12, and then just cut off my clients, I could potentially make some real good money. So I suggest that if you're not into just cutting hair, to expand your knowledge base. Learn how to do the male hair units. Learn how to do the eyebrow thing. Get yourself one of those steaming facial pieces of equipment. I have one. I use it on some clients that request it. It's aromatic. It's not aromatic. It's aromatherapy. The steam has a smell to it when you put the aromatherapy stuff in it, and it's a really pleasant experience, and you could upcharge for that. And that's all I want, my fellow barbers out there to do, is get this money, because it's out here to get, but you got to be willing to put in the work to get it. And that's where a professional image come in at. You can't look like you just slept under a bridge and come to the shop and all of a sudden you're gonna charge this money and think you're gonna get it because you look terrible. It's not gonna work. Everything has to kind of connect together. And I highly recommend that you look into those things. And one thing I know is that you gotta get along with the people you work with at the shop. Because if you don't, and you got some petty beef, or even if it's a real beef, you need to hash that out outside of the shop before furniture start moving. I done been in shops where fights done broke out between the barbers, not the clients. That's a whole other thing. But two barbers, you gotta see this dude tomorrow. It's not like he's not coming to work. You know what I mean? So, I'm very fortunate to be in a situation where I get along with all my co-workers, and we have fun. You gotta make work fun. And we do that by, encouraging each other, and just kind of like developing a professional rapport with each other, so that we work as a team and we don't let an outside element break up our bond. Because no outside person can come in here and mess up what we have built over the years working together. That's not gonna happen. We'll ask you to leave before you mess up our thing. And when you have that, you have a certain peace about coming to the shop. The shop should, you spend 85% of your day in here, you may as well make it nice and pleasant and comfortable, for yourself and for your patrons. They spending money with you. They don't want to come into a place where it's a hostile environment, and that's just not cool, and that's not professional. And that's about it. That's all I really want to say was to, stay motivated. This is a very fun industry. Cutting hair is fun. I mean, I don't know anybody that's been forced to cut hair. That's kind of weird, and you dealing with people's look. You can't be forced to cut hair. You have to want to do it and enjoy it, and that's what I'm here to say to you as your friend and brother, is to stay encouraged, do the work, learn what's going on in the field, find out something that you can get into, find your niche, jump on it, make it part of your arsenal, and charge. Get this money. It's so easy. It's so easy, and if you do it, you'll be motivated, and you won't be bogged down with the monotony of just fading people all the time. Because if you're fading people all the time, you're gonna be doing the same people, making the same money, doing the same stuff, and that is boring, But it's one thing if you cut a few people hair, did some eyebrows, I did a couple of facials, I'm back to cutting again. See, now, you using all your skill set, and it's not just the monotony of just cutting hair. So that's your boy, that's how I get down. That's what I do. That's what I like doing. And making these videos, I love shooting videos. I shoot more videos than I need to sometimes. I just love doing it, messing with my cameras. And check out my podcast, 30 Minutes of the Reels, REALZ. The number 30 Minutes of the Reels. It's on Apple, iTunes, it's on Spotify, it's on Google. Anywhere you can find where you can type in and listen to iHeartRadio. Any place you listen to podcasts, you can pull me up and I should be able to show up. So check that out, and we talk about more than just cutting hair on the podcast. We talk about some of everything on the podcast. I'm really trying to keep this strictly on the barbering tip because there's always something to talk about. There's always something new coming out, and this is where I like that platform to stay at. So probably won't hear nothing I talk about on the podcast on this, unless it's just something that bounces back off of me talking about barbering on the podcast. But other than that, we gonna keep it on barbering, homie. So like I said, stay motivated, be blessed, drink some water, eat your vegetables. Until then, peace.